What is good, guys? We're here going to do a project called Self Portrait. I know, scary, right? But you can handle it. And artists throughout human existence, when they've had nothing else or no one else to draw, they draw themselves. I'm going to just walk you through the beginning of the process. Start out by going to the magnifying glass in the top right corner, and you're going to search out an app that's on your computer that's called Photo Booth. Yes, we have Photoshop, but now we're using Photo Booth. We're going to launch it, and here we are. Don't abuse this app. We're going to use it today just to take this picture and then move on. You'll notice whenever your camera is on one of these computers, there's a green light on right next to the camera. You can look at other people's computers and see that their camera is on, and you should be aware of that. Now, we're going to take a picture. Here's what we want to do. We want to create a 3/4 view of ourselves. So we're not going to take the photo looking straight at the camera. We will look with our eyes at the camera when we're ready, but what we really want to do is this. Turn to the side so only one ear is showing. I also don't want to take the picture from back here. There's not enough detail here to make the photo interesting. And we're going to draw everything we see in the photo. Clothing, everything. Not the background, but everything on us. Okay? And so I'm going to set myself up with just a little gap at the top of the frame and a little gap at the bottom of the frame. And I don't want to be slouching, but so you know, get yourself situated so you're comfortable and you're going to look good. You can smile with teeth. You can just grin, whatever you want to do. And then we're going to take the picture, put it into Photoshop, and we're going to make a self-portrait out of it, okay? Now, I'm looking up at the camera with my eyes, getting myself situated the way that I want to be, and then I'm going to click the red button down here at the bottom. It's going to count 3, 2, 1, and then take the picture with some beeps. So here I go. I'm getting situated and ready, and then I'm going to click the button. The next step is click on the photo. We're going to check the photo. Do we like it? We like it. We're going to then take the photo, drag it down to the Photoshop icon at the bottom of the screen and release it. If Photoshop isn't open, it's going to open Photoshop and open the photo in Photoshop. And I'm going to do the next step. So I'm going to open up a new blank document. I want it to be 8.5 by 11 right here. And portrait mode is a must for a self-portrait. So we're doing that. And then we're going to click create down here at the bottom. And we're in good shape. Now, the app takes a photo like you see. We're going to reformat it though. You could watch this and go step by step. We're going to select all. Then we're going to copy it. Then we're going to go over to the new 8.5 by 11 thing and paste it. All right, so now we're going to transform it until it fits this 8.5 by 11 frame. So we can click and drag and increase the size of it and bring it so it fits the 8.5 by 11 nicely, and our head and face aren't too small in the final thing. Okay, I think that is pretty good. Again, there's a little gap at the top and a little gap at the bottom where our chin is, and then we're going to hit the check mark right here. We're never going to draw on the original photo. We want to keep the original photo clean and untouched. So we're going to go to the layer menu and choose new layer and then click OK. We've got a new blank layer on the top of the photo. We always want to see that. So always check you don't want to be drawing on the photo. Now, the tool we're going to use is the brush tool. So here it is. Now you would never draw with something probably larger than a 6 pixel size here and around a 70-something% hardness. We're going to take that setting and we're going to go to the color picker and choose black. You may have a different color chosen to start out with. Choose black as your color and click OK. Now, we have to pick a place to start. Again, I know this may be painful for some of you to draw yourself in this manner, but this is a brave and bold thing you're doing. I admire you for doing it, and when these pictures are made well, they come out so nice. They're a great thing. Couple of rules about drawing. You draw what is there and not things that aren't there with certain parameters. First of all, for example, I'm going to start out with my nose. All right, I know the mouse lets you swipe around, and that gets frustrating for some of you sometimes. Try to not do that. I'm going to draw the shape of my nose. I'm going down the side and over here, and I'm going to stop. I'm not going to draw forever with just one line. And now I'm going to do the nostril over here. And again, I'm drawing the outline edge of this. I'm going to go to around here and stop. Okay? Now we're going to go up here to this one. Taking our time. If we make an error or we're not happy with a line, undo it, try again. Okay? There's no shame in fixing things while you go along. Now we're going to do this side of nostril. What we're not worried about, as you may notice, is shading and shadows. We're not really dealing with that yet. And the other thing we're not going to do is this, because that isn't a real line, everybody. You are a human being with 3 dimensions, and we don't want a line here. You're not a jack-o'-lantern. Okay? So don't draw imaginary lines. We have created this view of ourselves by the pose that we took, and that's what we want to see. All right, let's go in and do another thing, the mouth. It's another controversial part of our faces. So to start out with, I'm going to draw that line that's the separation between our lips, and go right across like that. Now, a lot of people will say, Mister, why are you drawing the next part? And I'll tell you why. We're not drawing it to make it look like we have, lipstick or something. We are just drawing the shape of the colorful area of our mouth in a way that separates it from the rest of our face. And there's nothing wrong with that. It looks completely natural, and it will make sense when we have the whole drawing done, okay? Now I want to go in and draw one of my eyes. And again, here's a case where you want to draw enough detail that it looks like you, but not so much detail that you look like you are 87 years old, okay? So I'm drawing that. Now I'm going to draw the shape of the middle of the eye like this. I do see some light reflecting in the pupil of my eye, so I'm not going to color that in because that gives your eye life. It makes it very, very natural looking. All right, what else? These folds in your skin where your eyelids are, where they meet the other parts of your the skin on your face. All of that is detail that you want to do. Now you are young. You may not want to draw these type of lines that I'm drawing. Maybe they make your face look like you. If that's the case, you might have to draw them. Now, let's look at things like hair. A thing like an eyebrow is made up of many, many, many hairs, but it would be crazy to try to draw every one of them. So we're doing what we call a cartoon style. It means a style with a certain type of detail, maybe not realistic detail, okay? So looking at my eyebrow, I could go a lot of ways here, but I'm gonna be generous to myself and just draw the outline edge of the shape of my eyebrow like I'm drawing right here, and then I'm gonna be done with it, okay? Now I'm gonna go up here to parts of my hair, but here I am drawing the outside edge of what I feel like the hair looks like. Now I'm gonna get to a line, some hair like this at the front of my hair. And yeah, there are some lines like I'm drawing, but for this, I think it's okay to draw the shape of this, peak of my hair up here in the front. And also, when I get down to the line, the hair on the side of my head, I might wanna do some lines like this that indicate the direction that the hair is growing. Okay? Another thing I might deal with is these lines in my forehead. Again, draw not enough of them and you'll look like a mannequin at a store. Draw too many of them and you'll look like you're 87 years old. So I'm zooming around. Every once in a while drawing, I want to turn the photo on and off to double check how's it going. And it's going okay. It's not bad at all. And I will continue to draw. Again, reminders. Draw what you see. Don't leave out detail because you won't look like you. Another thing is you're not naked. Draw the clothes. Some of the details in the clothes will be the coolest things that you draw because you won't be drawing, every line in your face. But that's where I'm going to stop for now. But I've given you the basics, and I look forward to seeing what you do with your versions of these as you go along. But that's it for the moment, of course. As always, thanks for watching.